What's up everybody? It's your boy Mood616 here, and I am finally back with another video. I know it's been a while since I put one up, but this is going to be my 2017 Horrorcon pickups slash, I guess, May update. So I'll just kind of combine everything into one. I didn't really pick up a lot in May, and I got really busy at the beginning of the month, so I didn't really have a chance to do the video. As you guys have probably noticed, I haven't really been putting in a lot of content lately. But I'll just incorporate it into this so I can get all this stuff put away and all that kind of good stuff. So 2017 Horrorcon in Calgary was pretty interesting. Had a really good time with my homeboy Godzilla. You guys know him from the marathon videos. It was a fun time. I went there to get, you know, in mind, I wanted to get some more autographs and pictures and stuff like that with certain people like Doug Bradley, but the prices were just outrageous this year. We were there about 2 years ago and everything seemed to be kind of regulated. It was like 30 bucks flat for, you know, a picture and an autograph and stuff. This year you probably couldn't get a picture and an autograph for less than $60. So everything had kind of doubled. Doug Bradley actually was a little bit less than Ashley Lawrence from Hellraiser. It was really strange. She was actually more for a picture and autograph. Very bizarre. So I just kind of said to myself, fuck it. I'm not getting any autographs this year except for, I got Lloyd Kaufman, of course, because he signs for free. And, you know, Lloyd is just honestly one of the nicest guys you could ever meet. I mean, he's such an amazing person. I like how he's all about the fans. You know, he doesn't charge people because it's, you know, he's there for the fans and stuff, right? Big ups to Lloyd Kaufman and Trauma. I mean, Trauma's going through very, very heavy financial problems right now, and he still makes like the 3,000-mile trip, you know, to Calgary and to come and sign for free and stuff like that. So that's amazing. Big ups to Lloyd. But yeah, let's get right into this update here. Just picked up some knickknacks and shit like that. Here we'll start with actually I'll start with this autograph here I got from Lloyd Kaufman. I got the old Trauma DVD of Class of Nukem High signed. It says Toxie loves moods. XO Lloyd Kaufman. I love meeting Lloyd. He's such an amazing person, like I said. He's like seriously one of the nicest people you could ever meet. He sits there and he actually listens to everything you say, and he's just a genuinely awesome person. So, but yeah, I was very happy to get Lloyd to sign this. He signed a couple posters that I'll show in like in the middle of this update somewhere. Yeah, maybe I'll just cut and I'll show them out. But I got like picked up 5 posters also. But that's the only autograph that I got. So, picked up a couple magnets here. Shit to add to the beer fridge, you know. Got this Motel Hell one, which is really cool. These are all like Fangoria covers. Nightmare 4, which is really interesting. They had a ton of these, man. I just kind of picked out a bunch right at the end of the day on the Sunday. So Friday the 13th one here, nasty looking Jason. Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, and of course we got some Fright Night here. So that was kind of cool, just odds and ends. Picked up a couple bobbleheads. I had to grab this because I actually didn't have one, Jason. It's a little bit cheaper, but it's actually pretty cool, though. I actually like the design of this. There's a Jason Voorhees bobblehead, which is pretty cool. Not as good as the like the NECA ones and stuff that I have. Those things are just solid, but this works. Pretty cool. And this one I couldn't pass up, man. I thought I'd never seen this before, and I actually looked this up, and it was going for ridiculous money. So I'm thinking these things are probably not stocked anymore. But the Alfred Hitchcock one, pretty cool stuff, man. Couldn't pass this little guy up. It's awesome. Love my bobbleheads. I don't know why I'm obsessed with bobbleheads. Pretty fun. But yeah, let's get into the media stuff here. I'll start with some VHS. I picked up a bunch of tapes. Most of the stuff that I picked up here, it does not have a DVD release. That's why I grabbed them. That's why I like going to these cons, because they seem to have a lot of this stuff that, you know, it hasn't been released on DVD and stuff. So that's pretty awesome. But yeah, first up here, we got Open House here. It's a slasher film from, I believe, 1987. Yeah, it even says 1987. I actually watched this tape. Pretty awesome stuff, man. I hadn't seen this in years. It's an interesting slasher film. It's got Adrienne Barbeau in it. Basically, it's about someone that's targeting real estate agents. And it's interesting because it's not a teen slasher film. It's, you know, targeting adults and things like that. So, kind of interesting. Not really the greatest slasher film in the world, but it's still pretty fun. Very cool to have since it doesn't have a release. But yeah, I was very stoked on this one. Got it for a really good price. So, Open House. Love that cover art, man. Fuck, look at that door. That's amazing. So grab that right there. This one does have a DVD release, I believe, or a gray market one. It's really hard to find or something like that. I think it might have a legit one, but I just know it's really hard to find. I've seen this film before a couple times and stuff, but that's Phantom of the Mall. So that was pretty cool to find. By Nova Home Video. I've never even heard of this company. It's so random. But Phantom of the Mall with Morgan Fairchild. Pretty cool stuff. Happy to find that one. This one right here, I think has kind of like a gray market DVD. I am not 100% sure on it, but I know this one's actually coming out on Blu-ray from Kino. And it's so fucking awesome this one's coming out from Kino because this movie kicks ass. It's so much fun. And it's called Rolling Vengeance. This is, I believe this is actually a Canadian film. Basically about a guy that builds this huge monster truck to get revenge on the bikers that killed his family. It's fucking awesome, man. I actually watched this last night. So good. Fucking what's his name? Ned Betty's in this. He plays like the main bad guy in this. Oh, it's pretty awesome shit, man. But yeah, so this is coming out from Blu-ray from Kino, I believe. So be on the lookout for that. It's pretty awesome. I couldn't pass it up. It was like $2.50 for it. So this was a very cool find. I've always wanted to find this tape because, again, this one does not have a release. And it's Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Park. VHS, pretty awesome stuff. TV film from 76, I don't know, 76 or 77 or something this one came out in. But yeah, pretty bad film, but pretty fun shit to have. Pretty cool. So, Phantom of the Paradise. This was an interesting one here to find. I remember seeing the trailer for this and it looks pretty damn cool. And it is called Curfew. Again, one that does not have a DVD release over here anyways. I'm sure some of these have Region 2s and stuff, but I'm not trying to seek out everything, man. It's crazy, but yeah, Curfew. Love the cover art on that. It's pretty awesome. This one was really awesome. This is a really cool find. 1983 TV film called Dogs of Hell. Look at that shit right there. This is one that I've been after for a long time, actually. I just really want this one to get a DVD or Blu-ray release because I love my killer dog films. Media release, pretty interesting too. It even has the flap on the bottom. So obviously this is a little bit, well, I guess it's maybe a little bit sun-drenched, but actually it's in pretty good shape though, to be honest. Dogs of Hell, TV killer dog film. This one right here cracked me up. I didn't even know anything about it. I'd never seen this before. I did look it up. It did not have a DVD release. And I was like, why not, man? It just looks silly, man. I think it's from the 90s too, 1990. It's called Monkey Boy. Look at that shit. Fucking awesome. From Prism. Also, pretty cool stuff. Yeah, cover, man. Monkey Boy. Pretty awesome. This one, man, I've actually seen this tape before. I don't think I've ever actually seen this film. It says it's dubbed as a thriller, so I don't know. But it's still got a really cool cover art on it. And that's called Honeymoon. No, this is the one from the 80s. Not the recent one, of course. But look at that cover art, man. You can't pass that up for a couple bucks. That's pretty damn cool. Honeymoon looks pretty damn cool. This was a very cool find because I couldn't believe this one, actually. I wasn't even 100% sure what this was. But yeah, it doesn't have a release. And looks pretty... Apparently it's pretty rare, too. And that's Scared Stiff. So that was kind of a cool find right there. Yeah. This one looks rad. Goodness. Rad goodness right there. I was happy to find this because the DVD of this movie goes for ridiculous money and it's actually quite scarce now. So I thought, for a couple bucks, might as well grab this. I'd probably get a Blu-ray announcement like tomorrow, which always happens to me anyways, but I love this film and I'm so glad I actually have it. And this copy is like pristine too. It's really crazy. And then of course is Body Parts from the 90s. I think this came out in, it says 91, something like that, yeah. It's an awesome flick, man. Maybe this will make my 90s series sometime. But, yeah, man, like, that's, like, a really good looking tape. It's crazy. So, not even a rental copy, which is interesting. But, yeah, Body Parts, that was a really cool one right there. And I picked up this one. I actually have this on DVD, but I grabbed the other two because they, from what I remember, they don't have DVD releases, but I don't know. Somebody will probably correct me, but picked up the Beastmaster. Like I said, I have this on DVD, but I love the Beastmaster. Really good stuff from Coscarelli. I know Coscarelli's not really the biggest fan of this shit, but I actually really enjoy the Beastmaster. Pretty cool stuff. And of course, I had to grab the Beastmaster 2. Yeah, Beastmaster 2. And of course, Beastmaster 3, which I've never actually seen before. So that was pretty cool, man. Again, like really, really clean tapes. Like every one of these. Just crazy. So, Beastmaster 3. I had to grab those ones. And last up for the VHS here, I had to support my man over at Shivers Video. He sets up a booth there every year and stuff, and I didn't know that it was actually him until I started talking to him, and because I've actually ordered a couple of DVDs of this film right here. So I grabbed the VHS of Massacre Up North. Very, very cool. In the clamshell, pretty awesome stuff here. So if you guys are interested in these tapes or whatever, go over to Shivers Entertainment and you know, pick up one of these. Actually, I think these might... Well, this is actually the second edition of it. This is the one that he only pressed up like 10 copies of or something, so I got the last one. And this is the new film that they just announced. You can pre-order the DVD, and I think the VHS also, but he had some of these here. And I got the last one. I actually asked... There was 2 more left. There was number 24, number 25. I asked for number 25, because you know me, I like to have the higher numbers instead of the lowers. I'm weird. I know I'm weird like that, but... The Devils, a little card in there and stuff. Little Devils, The Birth from 1993. Very cool stuff here. Number 25 of number 25. Fucking awesome. But yeah, these look stellar together, man. Can't wait to see what else they release. So these are really fucking obscure shit. So pretty awesome stuff. Let's get into these DVDs here. Ripping along. Yeah. DVDs. This was a fucking cool find, man. This was a really damn cool find. Because I know this DVD goes for ridiculous amounts. I've had this in a wish list and written down in a book for so long to grab. It's such a goofy film, but it's just hard to find. And I don't know if it'll ever get a Blu-ray release. It probably will. Everything seems to get a Blu-ray release. But anyways, we got Mr. Vampire here. Hopping vampires and shit. Chinese folklore. Not folklore, mythology. But yeah, this is just so damn bizarre, but fucking cool find for the price on this one. I couldn't pass it up, dude. This one was just such an amazing find. Mr. Vampire, way out of print. Now this one was interesting. I grabbed this, not even knowing that this was part of the cover and stuff. It's one of the last Panic House releases I needed, and I've actually had this on a list to grab, so I was like, this is really cool. But I didn't know it came with this, but it comes with like a puzzle. And that's pretty cool. Tokyo Psycho. Yeah, it's really cool, man. I don't know why it comes like that on the outside. I'll probably end up putting that on the inside because it's just going to get wrecked out there. But this looks really cool from Panic House. Pretty awesome stuff. Yeah. Next up here, didn't have a copy of this. Love this movie. And of course, that is the Stepford Wives. I don't know why this doesn't have a Blu-ray release. This is the original one from 1975. Really, this is an awesome film, man. It's really good stuff. Yeah, if you've never seen the Stepford Wives, check this out, man. But for a couple bucks, I was like, whatever. Gotta pick that up. This one made me laugh. Easter Bunny Bloodbath from SRS. Yes, another killer Easter Bunny film. I had to grab it for a couple bucks. I was like, whatever. It's a killer Easter Bunny. That's amazing. Hippity Hoppity, Death is on its way. That's a terrible tagline. Next up here, another Takashi Miike film that I can scratch off the list, and that's City of the Lost Souls. Yeah, so this one was like $4, but yeah, Takashi Miike. I like the case it comes in. It's kind of like soft blue, works really good. But yeah, one I was missing from the collection. This was a cool find because I know this DVD right here goes for ridiculous amounts. I don't know why this movie doesn't have a release. I think it has rights issues or something from what I remember looking up a long time ago. But that is the Sometimes They Come Back double feature of part 1 and 2. I got this obviously for part 2 because I have part 1 on DVD and Blu-ray. But part 2 is the main feature for me here. Yeah, man, it's really hard to come by. So I thought, since this is at a very good price, I might as well snag it up now. I was trying to get the VHS of this for a long time, and I actually found one at a thrift shop a few months back, or sometime last year, and it had the wrong tape in it, so I was like, ah, fuck. But I'm glad I waited, because I got a really good price on this thing for Sometimes They Come Back Again, which I have not seen in years. I have the third one, which is pretty shitty. But yeah, so got that one for that one right there. Found a few Code Red titles, which is pretty interesting, all on DVD, which I'm fine with, because I know all these are on Blu-ray. But for the prices, I was like, you can't beat that. Especially with importing these things are going to cost you like more than double. So I got Devil Times 5 on DVD, which is pretty fucking awesome. You know, the original release of it. So, been looking forward to checking this out. I've actually never seen this film. So, Devil Times 5 on DVD. Got the DVD release of the Jigsaw Murders. I was like, you know what? I know this is on Blu-ray, but for the price, it's way cheaper for me to grab it right now. Sorry about the glare there, but Jigsaw Murders. And these are really awesome to find too. I actually had to order the first one because I didn't have it, but I got Equalizer 2000, of course, Santiago's films. The first one, Wheels of Fire, like I said, I just actually ordered. Had to grab it. Post-apocalyptic type films. Look at that cover. That's like the most amazing thing ever. Sorry about the glare. That thing's awesome. Awesome stuff. And then the Sisterhood, which I believe is the third one in the trilogy. But yeah, these fucking stickers stuck to the back here. Look at this shit, man. Looks so awesome. The Sisterhood. Very cool to find Code Red stuff there, man. It was crazy. I found 4 of them. I think there was actually a couple more too that I had, but this was an awesome find. I've been after this one. I actually was going to grab this one from Wasteland a couple years ago, and I didn't, and I went back to the table and it was gone. Of course, it always happens to me, but yeah, I'm happy to have this one, even though this is just some fucking next level nastiness right here. Pretty nasty shit, and that's Philosophy of the Knife. This shit is 249 minutes. I remember watching probably 3/4 of this on Netflix a few years ago. This, believe it or not, was actually on Netflix, which is crazy. I think a lot of the Unearthed movies actually were at one point. This shit is just nasty. Definitely not for everybody. Just, if you're interested, you know what you're getting yourself into when it's released by Unearthed, but this is like the true story. What does it say of Unit 731? The Biological and Chemical Warfare Research and Development Unit of the Imperial Japanese Army. So you know what you're getting yourself into with that. It's nasty. Real nasty. Last up for the DVDs here, I got like 3 original Anchor Bay ones. I know this one just got released on Blu-ray, but I was like, fuck it, this is awesome. Then I found this on DVD for a really good price. Crimes of Passion. I'll end up grabbing the Arrow Blu-ray this sooner than later, but I collect these original Anchor Bays. This guy actually had a shitload of the original, the Hammer Horror ones. A lot of those ones I'm actually looking for, but the prices were outrageous on them, man. Like, he had Rasputin, the Monk, whatever it's called. A bunch of them. I was like, shit, dude, I wanted those things so bad, because those are like really old DVD releases. Prices were unbelievable. I don't even want to say them, they were so high. But Crimes of Passion with Kathleen Turner. Of course, Anthony Perkins. Cool shit. I'll be grabbing the Blu-ray of that, but that's pretty awesome. This one, I was so stoked to find, because I've always wanted to see this film. I've never actually seen this before, and it's called Nick Night with Rick Springfield. Rick Springfield, fucking rights, man. That's just absolutely amazing. Kind of a very obscure one. I've never seen anyone even show this off before. I don't know why, but for the price, I was like, fuck it, I'm grabbing this shit, man. And then last up for the DVDs here, I got Robert Hall's, I believe this is his first film. He directed, of course, Laid to Rest 1 and 2. We just did double feature on the podcast, so check that out. It just got uploaded yesterday. I guess I'll probably upload this today. Yeah, so this is Lightning Bug. Very, very cool stuff. Didn't have a copy of this. Very happy to find this one. Of course, original Anchor Bay. Love the cover. I love the cover because it doesn't have any writing on it. You don't see too many artworks like that, where it's just a picture. Just artwork. It's awesome. And then, last up here for the Horrorcon pickups, I grabbed 3 Blu-rays. I actually didn't come across a lot of Blu-rays there that I needed. There was a lot that I had, and some of there was a few Arrows that I came across that were just, the prices were outrageous for those, but I had to grab this one. The Dismembered. This is a new Garage House Pictures release, film from like 1962. I actually don't really know anything about this, but if it's Garage House, I'm gonna be picking it up. Never seen this one, so but looks pretty damn cool. Love the artwork on that of the Dismembered. For the Trauma Table, which I could not believe, man, it was so crazy. So I think we finally made our way to the Trauma Table about 45 minutes after the first day opened, and they had sold, they said, 80% of their stock that they had brought. They had like stacks of Blu-rays and DVDs and stuff, and everybody just rushed the Trauma Table, because if you're from Canada, Trauma stuff is a little bit harder to get your hands on, especially nowadays. It wasn't a few years ago, but now it's getting really, really hard to find. For some reason, it's even harder on Amazon. Like, they don't have the pre-orders for all the new releases. It's weird. But yeah, so people bum rushed it, and they just sold the fuck out like right away. So, but I actually got the one that I came to get. As you guys know, I have a huge Trauma collection, so pretty much everything there I already owned, but this is a newer release that I didn't have, and I got Feartown USA and the Slashing double feature. This literally is the one that I went to grab, and it was the last copy, so again, that was kind of a fluke, but I got it. I don't know if these are any good. They're probably not. But I'm looking forward to checking these out, man. So that's pretty cool. And last up for the Blu-rays, I did grab a copy of Shogun Assassin because I know this Blu-ray is out of print and it actually goes for ridiculous money. So I thought I would grab it because I love Shogun Assassin. And oddly enough, didn't have a copy of it. It's so bizarre. But yeah, I plan on getting that Criterion box set with all the films, the Lone Cub Wolf films. So eventually when the price drops on that fucker, because it's still like $100, but just don't want to pay that. But yeah, Shogun Assassin, very, very cool. And that is going to do it for the fucking update here. I will show off the posters here. I'll probably just edit that into the video, but I did pick up 5 posters, so check them out. Yeah. All right, guys, first up for the posters that I picked up 5. This is an original one sheet of Graveyard Shift that I got for a really good price, and this is one that I've actually had on a list to get forever. It's seriously like one of my favorite cover arts, favorite poster arts of all time, and I personally love this film. I know some people don't really care for it, but man, I was happy to find this, and it's in really good shape, like pretty much in mint. It's been folded up, as you can see, of course, like a lot of these ones, but man, this thing is pretty awesome, and I'm super stoked to have this one. So that is Graveyard Shift. Alright, next up here for the Troma posters, I picked up a poster of Poultrygeist, Night of the Chicken Dead. Sorry about the fucking glare here. Not really a whole lot I can do. Of course, these are just reprints, but I think, I don't know. I'm assuming they are. They're cheap. But yeah, I actually got Lloyd to sign this one here. Toxie Loves Moods. Troll Moods. XO Lloyd Kaufman. Such an awesome guy. But I love this poster. It's just fucking amazing. Love the film. Had to support. So that's pretty damn cool. That's Poultrygeist. Yeah. Alright, so next up here, of course, I had to grab a original Toxic Avenger poster. And this was another one that I just picked up when Lloyd came back to the table. And I got him to sign it. Troll Moods. Yes. It's awesome. Gotta have the Toxic Avenger poster up in the house. I've always wanted to get one of these, man. So that was really cool. I actually got the last one of this one. So yeah, so that's pretty cool, man. The Toxic Avenger. Yeah. Next up, I had to do it. Return to Nukem High Volume 1 poster. This was my favorite film from, 2014. This movie, I think I set a world record. I watched it, like, I believe 9 or 10 times in 1 week that year. When it came out, I just couldn't get enough of this thing. It was ridiculous. Love the poster art. Pretty awesome stuff. And I actually didn't ask Lloyd when Volume 2 was coming out, because I'm sure he's been asked it a million times, but I don't know. All the official trailers and stuff, I think it's on its way. I think it'll be out before the end of the year, which is going to be amazing, but I love this poster art. Return to Nukem High Volume 1. Yeah. Alright, so last up for the posters, of course I had to grab Volume 2. Return to Nukem High, aka Volume 2. Now the poster art on this one, man, is really fantastic. Look at that shit. So awesome. I cannot wait to see this film. It's been so long since this film supposed to have been came out that, a couple of even cameos in this film by people have passed away. Lemmy and the other dude, his name escapes me, the big fat guy from Troma, who've actually passed away since, but look at this poster art. It's amazing. Gotta love it. Very, very happy to have these. And yeah, so that is going to do it for the posters. Let's get back into this update. Yeah. Alright, so getting into the stuff I picked up in May. So this is pretty much my May update in here also. I didn't pick up a lot of stuff, actually. Most of the DVDs you guys may have seen, which I'll show off again, that I did an unboxing from Tone Joker. But most of my update was pretty much Blu-rays that I'd gotten in and stuff. So yeah, let's get right into these things. First up for the DVDs, finally grabbed a copy of 7 Women for Satan from Mondo Macabro. Holy fuckballs. This is one strange ass film, man. Really, really strange. Like, it's kind of one of those films that you really need to actually check out for yourself. I can see why people don't like this one, because it's really, really strange. Very cool, though. Very cool. Happy to have this. Fuck, that glare is nasty. But 7 Women for Satan from Mondo. Pretty cool stuff. Next up here, we got this short compilation called Bloody Bits. This is from Black Fawn Distribution, which, on that note, I actually met Chad Archibald at Horrorcon, and they had just walked into the... well, actually, let me start from the top here. Kind of a weird story. So me and the homie Dylan were driving down to Horrorcon, and we're both saying to ourselves, we're like, why in the fuck doesn't Black Fawn Distribution have a booth there? Well, we find out why, because they were actually on their way to Banff for this media convention type thing. But anyways, they stopped in at Horrorcon just to do like a Q&A type thing. But anyways, I saw Chad Archibald walk in the building, so I went up to him and I said, hey, Chad Archibald, talked to him for a minute, and then he invited us down to the Q&A and stuff, or the panel. And they basically were in Calgary for an hour. They flew in from Toronto, did the panel, and then went straight up to Banff. So, or straight down to Banff. It was just so bizarre. But that was very cool that we got to do that, because we didn't know that Black Fawn was going to be there. And it was kind of a running joke. We're like, I can't believe that they're not there promoting their stuff, selling their movies and shit like that. And so they did actually show up, and it was a pretty cool Q&A. Learned a lot, actually, you know, about Black Fawn and their filmmaking and shit like that. Pretty interesting stuff, actually. But this is one of their, yeah, I guess Bits Volume 1. I don't know. They usually number this stuff. But shorts, I haven't checked this out yet. Looks pretty cool. You guys have seen this if you guys watched that unboxing video, but Tone Joker sent me over Sex World, of course, from Vinegar Syndrome, Porno, Jungle Blue. Yeah, this one, I love the fucking artwork on that. It's just so awesome. And then sent me over a couple bootlegs here. We got Naked Violence from Fernando De Leo. The Killer War Gloves. I swear to God, in the last video I kept saying the Killer Horror Gloves. I have no idea what the hell's wrong with me sometimes. The Killer War Gloves. I love that title. So amazing. And of course, Fashion Crimes right here. Yeah. So that's it for the DVDs. Let's get right into these Blu-rays here, which was pretty much what I picked up last month. And man, I had the most incredibly bad time with shit in the last like 3 months. I have literally lost 5 packages. And Amazon UK has had to send 1 package 3 times. I never received any of the other ones except for one. I got the double package, but all these packages that aren't arriving at my house, I'm just like, where the fuck are they going? This is incredible. How many packages are being lost here now? On that note, I never got my Phenomena special edition, so Arrow is resending that one to me. Like, it was shipped like a long time ago. It should have been here whenever. But anyways, on that note, so I've been basically on a hiatus from ordering shit because nothing seems to be arriving these days. It's crazy. Blu-rays. First up here, Wax Mask. Finally got my hands on this one. Checked out the Blu-ray. I thought the Blu-ray actually looked really damn cool. This is just basically a version of like Vincent Price's House of Wax. Basically the same type of story. This one's got some pretty good gore in it and stuff like that. As we all know, this was actually originally supposed to be directed by Lucio Fulci. Supposed to be Argento and Fulci's kind of first collabo film, where Fulci fell ill and actually passed away, so he never got a chance to do it. And this is where Stelletti, who was Argento's kind of special effects guy, and he stepped up and decided to direct this film. They changed around the script and things like that, but it's not a bad film. I think there is a couple parts in this film where the added in footage doesn't have English subs and stuff, but realistically, you don't really need the English subs to figure out what's going on here. But overall, pretty good PQ on this. I thought it was pretty good. The film itself, it's entertaining. If you're into Italian cinema, I'd definitely check out Wax Mask. It was pretty fun. I had a good time with it. Vinegar Syndrome here. We got Psycho Cop Returns. My God, this movie is so bad, but it's kind of funny though. There's just so many bad one-liners and just so much bad acting, and the whole fucking movie is just ridiculously stupid. But you know, it's so much goofier in the first one. Like, the first one is really goofy, but I like the setting of the first. This one's kind of set in a building, which I love those type of settings, but just the way things are happening in this film is so ridiculous, man. So ridiculous. But overall, I had fun with it. It had me laughing through the whole thing, but it's definitely one to throw in with your buddies, have some beers, and just kind of poke fun at it, because it's really what the film is. It's just a fucking stupid comedy. Oh my God, there's some parts in this film that had me rolling, but unbelievable transfer from Vinegar Syndrome. Unbelievable. Really, really good stuff. Next up here is Pool Party Massacre. I was really looking forward to this film, to be honest, and this one, I really hated this film. Like, I really didn't like this movie at all. I thought the dialogue in this film was some of the most atrocious dialogue ever. Now, I know it's supposed to be like a comedy horror film, but man, the dialogue was so mind-numbing and kind of very slow paced. I guess there was a decent amount of kills in this film and stuff, but there was so much scenes that were taking me out of this film just with the stupidity of the characters, the most cliched, boring, stupid dialogue and stuff like that. It was driving me fucking insane watching this film. Even the wife said, "Holy shit, this is bad." I'm like, I know. I wish they just had to cut down the dialogue, even keep in the ridiculous characters and stuff. That's fine. But just cut down some of the stupid dialogue and shit. The only part in this film that really kind of made me laugh out loud is this part where this dude was applying sunblock to himself. Fuck, that shit made me laugh. But overall, man, the kills themselves I thought were pretty bland. You know, there was kind of repetitive with that and stuff. But, you know, still cool to see these indie films getting made like this. It looks really good. Like, the camera that they used in this film was phenomenal. It looked really damn good. But, you know, I mean, I shouldn't say I hated this film. I just wouldn't overly recommend it to people that don't really care for horror comedies and stuff. You probably will not dig this. But yeah, it is what it is. Pool Party Massacre. Next up here is Whatever Happened to Baby Jane. I actually ordered the Region 1 Blu-ray of this, and they sent me this one. The Region 2, but oddly enough, this thing's actually all region. I have an all region player anyways, but I just wanted to see if it was, because these kind of standard releases from WB and shit like that, they never tell you on the back if the region locked and shit. It's weird. So I just popped this in the Blu-ray player and it played, and I was like, that's crazy. But Whatever Happened to Baby Jane, like an amazing film. Betty Davis and Joan Crawford play these sisters, and they just have this crazy feud stemming from their childhood and stuff, and it's a really amazing film. If you've never seen this one, check it out. This was on our top 100 horror films of all time. I've heard some people say it's not really a horror film. I beg to differ, because this shit is just fucked up. It's very psychological and crazy shit that's going on. It's a long film, runs about 133 minutes, but it's worth your time. So Whatever Happened to Baby Jane, check it out. Good stuff. A non-horror film in here, but I had to grab it. Recommendation from my homeboy Zach, which oddly enough I'd never seen this film before, which is Vanishing Point. Definitely the inspiration for Tarantino's Death Proof, The Challenger in here and shit like that. Pretty cool stuff. Awesome film with a great ending. The ending had me in stitches, I won't lie. I was like, oh my god, that's so fucking amazing. It just makes the whole film just like, you kind of think back on it and you go, okay, that's fucking awesome. But if you like your car films and stuff, but it's kind of different though. It's not just like a race car type film and stuff. It's about a guy who's bringing a car from one city to the next, and all these kind of variable things happen and shit. But cool, man. Vanishing Point, check it out. Loved it. Really awesome stuff. Thank you again, Zach, for the recommendation on that one. Picked up a couple of Raro releases. I haven't picked up anything from Raro in a while. Oddly enough, I'll be grabbing the 88 Films release of this one, which I already have that one. But The Perfume and The Lady in Black. Love this movie. This is an upgrade. I have this on DVD, so I'm gonna have multiple copies. I don't know. I'm just ridiculous, but yeah, this one right here. If you've never seen this film, so good, man. Really awesome. Like, hallucinatory horror thriller, stars Missy Farmer. Yeah, this one's really damn good, man. Very atmospheric. Good shit. Good psychological stuff going on in this one. Check it out. Awesome film. And then I grabbed this one because the 88 Films, I believe, is cut. I think they cut out the animal killings in the 88 Films release, so I was like, fuck it. But I actually found this for like $14, brand new, on Blu-ray. So I was like, I can't even pass that up. And it was odd because we were just talking about this film in a group chat, the 88 Films being a little bit cut. I think they just cut the animal killings out of it. And I was like, well, I should probably grab that Raro. Just happened to come across it for $14. It usually goes for like $30 here, so that was kind of a weird thing. So, of course, we got Sacrifice. Even tells you the uncensored director's cuts. Umberto Lenzi film. Yeah, good shit, man. I really enjoy this film, man. Of course, also known as Man from Deep Rivers. Usually the title that I know it by, but good shit, man. This one right here is always dubbed as the film that started the cannibal genre, which I've seen in many, many interviews and stuff. A lot of people do credit this one to being the beginning of the cannibal genre, so But good shit. I love that movie. Awesome stuff. Next up here from Arrow, we got Evil Ed, which I actually watched this Blu-ray twice already, and it's pretty cool when you watch it. You can kind of play a game with yourself. You can. There's a million different movie posters in this film, so when you're watching this one, you kind of write them down and shit. I was having a blast watching this film, but I love this type of satire, man. It's just fucking hilarious. It's basically just a look at the industry and censorship and things like that, and what happens to people, and oh, it's fucking great, man. A lot of awesome references to famous films in this one and stuff, but it's been so long since I've seen Evil Ed, and it was just a blast watching it again. It's really fun stuff. But yeah, check out Evil Ed. It's amazing, like absolutely amazing edition too, man. Like, you know, it's got 2 cuts of the film, the brand new special Ed edition, which is actually like 6 minutes longer. Put some new footage in there. You have the original uncut version. They have like a 3-hour documentary on here too, making of and shit. It's just ridiculous. Arrow outdoes themselves with everything they do. It's crazy, man, crazy. And of course, I grabbed the Brain Damage Blu-ray, which is my favorite Henenlotter film, so I was very stoked to see this come on Blu-ray. But yeah, I love me some Henenlotter. I always wish that Henenlotter had made more films. This one right here, like the social commentary in this film is just unbelievable. But the whole premise of this is it's fascinating. It's very, very fascinating to me. The whole Elmer character is fantastic, but looks great on Blu-ray. The blues really pop on this and stuff, which you would expect to. So Arrow did a fantastic job. Of course, they outdid themselves with features. And I believe this thing actually came... Oh, here we go. I got the pin also, which, if you guys can see that thing right there. You guys have all seen this, but... Brain Damage. Love this one. Good shit. From Eureka. Finally got the Fright Night Blu-ray after all those... Of all those temptations of grabbing those Twilight Time ones. No. I never was going to... I mean, those things sold out so fucking quick. We're going for super money. I was like, you know what? Someday someone's going to release this thing at a really good price. This thing dropped to, what, £9 or something on UK? And had to grab it, man. Really awesome stuff. This one does come with, I think, the 2-hour version of You're So Cool, Brewster documentary, which I have the full version. This is basically that... This version that's on here is just covering this film. The longer version that you can get separately is covering both films. That's why it's like an extra hour and a half or whatever. But yeah, I mean, that's still cool. It's got lots of features and shit. But transfer, fucking amazing. I'm not sure if this is the same transfer that they used on the second release of Fright Night, but looks awesome. It's one of my favorite films of all time. Had to grab it. Just wanted to hear Tone Joker sent me over here from Shriek Show. Of course, it is Dracula vs. Frankenstein. Yeah, pretty awesome shit right there. Yeah, it's pretty interesting to see Shriek Show back in the game here. It's just so bizarre, but pretty cool stuff. And these next ones here are all from 88 Films. I grabbed Syndicate Sadist, which I've actually still haven't watched. I actually popped this in when... this always happens to me. I pop in movies and I get sidetracked. I end up watching like 5 minutes. I think I saw the opening credits of this. Another Umberto Lenzi film, but looking forward to checking this one out. This is number 25 from the collection. So I'm getting close. I'm still missing a few, but I'm getting pretty close to getting them all. After the Fall of New York, 2019. I love this post-apocalyptic film, man, from Sergio Martino. Just so much fun, dude. So much awesomeness in this. If you're a big fan of post-apocalyptic films, especially Italian ones, then you've got to check this film out. It's really, really just awesome fun. Awesome fun, man. Really. This would make, actually, I mean, just kind of an offbeat double feature with Martino's Hands of Steel. That would be a fun double feature, man, because really, really amazing stuff. Next up here, man, we got Iron Master from Umberto Lenzi also. Man, this movie is so fucking cheesy, man. It's so funny. I was watching this late night and shit. I was a little bit inebriated, so... but yeah, just so much fun. Really good shit. Kind of fantasy, sword and sorcery type stuff. Oh my god. What's his name? George Eastman in this film is so fucking funny. Oh, you guys gotta see this, man. It's good shit. Really good shit. And then another one he sent me over here is Spasmo. I do have the Scorpion DVD of this, or Blu-ray of this also. Another one from Umberto Lenzi. Man, I should just call this Umberto Lenzi update. I love this movie. This is such a surreal type, visual, amazing mindfuck of a film. Spasmo. Check it out if you've never seen it. It's amazing. And the last two Blu-rays for this update here are courtesy of Scream Factory. And of course they are Willard and Ben. The two films finally got a fucking Blu-ray release after years and years of people wanting these, and I'm still baffled that Scream Factory was the one to get the rights to do these. That's crazy that these actually finally came out. I'm still going to keep my VHSs because they're pretty cool, but yeah, Ben and Willard love these Killer Rat films. As you guys know, I'm a big fan of Killer Rat films, and it's nice to see these type of films getting good releases. So, yeah, the transfers on these look really good. They look pretty damn cool. I just kind of scanned through Ben, but yeah, very happy to have these. So, and that is going to do it for the update. Yeah, that is everything. I believe that's everything. I don't know. I probably got some more shit around here, but I don't think so. I hope I don't. If not, it's in next month's update. So that is going to do it for this. I think I ripped through this quite... Not bad, not bad. So anyways, guys, that's going to do it. I don't know if I'll have an update at the end of the month. I doubt it, because I have not ordered one thing this entire month. I said, fuck it, I'm not ordering anything, because I have had it with the mail system completely. It's ridiculous. I can't take it anymore. It's too much work keeping up with emails and like, where the fuck's my shit? Like, nothing's showing up. It's crazy. It's like someone's stealing my mail, but I don't know. It's crazy, man. But I've been talking to some other people who have been having problems with the UK, and they said they've been waiting 3 months for stuff, and but apparently they've been getting their stuff, so I don't know, man. I just don't know what to say about it. It's bizarre. I think I'm flagged. I think they're fucking me. Anyways, I'm out of here, guys. Peace.